What is the difference between cultural stereotypes and generalizations? Imagine walking into a new country and hearing someone say, "People from that place are all like this." That's a common mistake many make when trying to understand new cultures. Today, we're going to clear up what really separates stereotypes from generalizations, especially when it comes to adapting to new cultures and understanding how people behave. Let's start with generalizations. These are broad observations about groups based on common patterns or tendencies. For example, saying, "Japanese people often bow when greeting," is a generalization. It highlights a typical behavior but doesn't mean everyone bows all the time. Generalizations are useful because they give us a starting point to understand cultural norms. They help us navigate social situations by giving clues about what might be expected, like knowing that in some cultures, punctuality is very important. The key is that these observations are flexible. They are meant to guide us, not to box people into fixed categories. Now, stereotypes are quite different. They are rigid beliefs that assume everyone in a group is the same. For example, thinking all French people are rude is a stereotype. It ignores individual differences and can lead to unfair judgments. Stereotypes often come from misunderstandings or limited experiences and tend to be negative or overly simplistic. When we relying on stereotypes, we risk making assumptions that can hurt relationships and block genuine understanding. In the context of adapting to new cultures, using generalizations wisely means recognizing that cultural patterns exist but always being open to individual differences. It's about seeing the bigger picture without jumping to conclusions. For example, knowing that many Stereotypes are relationally focused helps you understand their social style, but you still treat each person as an individual. On the other hand, stereotypes can cause misunderstandings because they make us see people as caricatures rather than real individuals. When you're learning about a new culture, it's better to think of generalizations as helpful hints rather than fixed rules. They prepare you to behave politely and respectfully, but always leave room for personal variation. Avoid stereotypes because they can create barriers and lead to unfair judgments. Instead, focus on being curious and respectful, asking questions, and observing how people behave without jumping to conclusions. In short, generalizations are tools that help us understand cultural norms without oversimplifying. Stereotypes are fixed ideas that limit understanding and can be harmful. When you're adapting to new cultures, use generalizations as guides, but always remember that every person is unique. Respect and openness are the best ways to build genuine connections and navigate different cultural norms smoothly.